This is the Pulse of the Region, 1230 WJOB Hammond, a St. George broadcasting station.
Streaming live at HeyRegion.com, this is the new face of talk radio, AM 1230 WJOB Hammond. Streaming live at HeyRegion.com, this is the new face of talk radio, AM 1230 WJOB Hammond.
Hi, this is Kelly Beasaw from St. Catherine's Hospital, and you're listening to WJOB AM 1230 and 104.7 FM in Hammond, Indiana.
Bridging the gap between faith and everyday life. This is Relevant Radio, 1270 AM, WWCA in Gary.
Worldwide on the Relevant Radio app.
Now with stations coast to coast.
Under the protection of the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
Talk radio for Catholic life.
WWCA Gary. Relevant Radio 1270 AM.
Always loud and clear on your smart speaker.
Details at relevantradio.com/smart.
Talk radio for Catholic life.
WWCA Gary. Relevant Radio 1270 AM.
Bringing Christ to the world through the media.
WWCA Gary. W268DI Gary.
Relevant Radio.
Relevant Radio 1270 AM and 101.5 FM.
We are AM 1370 WLTH and on the FM dial 92.7 W224EA, Cary, Indiana. We are AM 1370 WLTH and on the FM dial 92.7 W224EA, Cary, Indiana.
Noonland 1420 is WIMS, Michigan City, Chesterton, Valparaiso.
You're listening to the Talk of the South Shore, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, a Girard Media Company. Your favorite local and national personalities on one station. The Talk of the South Shore, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City. You're listening to the Talk of the South Shore, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, a Girard Media Company.
AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, a Girard Media Company station.
Girard Media Stations, 1420 95.1 WIMS, W236BD, Michigan City, W294CY, 106.7 Valparaiso.
I'm Chuck Southcutt with the music of your life on AM 1500 WAKE Valparaiso. It's 6 o'clock.
This is the music of your life, WAKE, Valparaiso, Chesterton, and Hobart. This is the new home for country, AM 1520 Country KVI, WKVI, Knox, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
AM 1520 Country KVI is WKVI Knox, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. AM 1520 Country KVI is WKVI Knox, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting.
WLOI, WCOE, LaPorte. Visit Big Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Michigan City today. Over 400 new and used vehicles in stock. Find big inventory and big savings at 501 East US Highway 20 in Michigan City or search mcitycars.com.
Playing today's hits and yesterday's classics. 88.3 FM WDSO in Chesterton.
You're tuned in to WDSO, Chesterton, Indiana.
WTMK Wanata. And now more of beautiful Northwest Indiana. Shine.fm.
A ministry of Olivet Nazarene University.
88.5 Shine.fm. WTMK Wanata. And now more of beautiful Northwest Indiana. Shine.fm.
A ministry of Olivet Nazarene University.
88.5 Shine.fm.
Welcome. You have tuned in to Lead the Way, WGVE 88.7 FM, Gary, Indiana, your educational station. Our prayer is that through this program you will be encouraged to lift the Lord up in worship, find words of encouragement, affirm your position in Christ, and develop Christian character.
Gary's voice of education is 88.7 FM, WGVE, Gary, Indiana.
The voice of Northwest Indiana. 89.1, the Lakeshore. WLTR, Lowell. The voice of Northwest Indiana. 89.1, the Lakeshore. WLTR, Lowell.
You're listening to 89.1 FM, Lakeshore Public Radio. Listener-supported public radio in Northwest Indiana. WLPR FM, Lowell.
You're listening to Vocalo.org, WBEW Chesterton, 89.5 FM.
This is the Southwest Youth Collaborative. You're listening to Vocalo.org.
89.5 FM, WBEW Chesterton.
Listen to the future.
You're listening to Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM.
WBEW Chesterton.
And WBEZ HD2 Chicago.
What I love about Chicago is the diversity. It's my soul city.
This is Erica L. Sanchez, and this is what Chicago sounds like.
We're Chicago's urban alternative.
You're listening to Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM.
WBEW Chesterton.
And WBEZ HD2 Chicago.
Chicago is a city of dreams and struggle.
We're Chicago's urban alternative.
Chicago is hardcore.
We're Jesus people friendly. WHLP Hannah, WTZI Rosemont.
The following program is presented by Calvary Radio for listeners like you. Thank you for supporting this radio ministry.
WHLP Hannah, WTZI Rosemont, rebroadcast on 100.7 Chicago and online at CalvaryRadioNetwork.com.
The following program is brought to you by the Calvary Radio Network to help equip the saints for the work of ministry. The truth heard in black and white. WHLP Hannah, also rebroadcast on 100.7 FM, Chicago.
90.5 WRTW FM, Crown Point, Chicago. And WRTK FM, Paxton. 90.5 WRTW FM, Crown Point, Chicago, and WRTK FM, Paxton.
This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it on WITW 93.5 Valparaiso.
WVUR FM, Valparaiso.
Del Backman right here on WEFM, Michigan City. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in Michigan. Time for news.
96.7 FM is WCOE LaPorte. Good morning, I'm Suzanne Brown. Straight up 7 o'clock. This is Update 7.
Cutting edge technology. And we don't understand any of it. 96.7 The Eagle, WCOE LaPorte.
You're listening to WVLP LP Valparaiso.
From the Paladin Legacy Advisory Group Studios, you're listening to Match 98.3, WYMR FM, Culver, Plymouth, and all of Marshall County, with local news, sports, and weather, and playing the best classic hits of the 70s and 80s, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting.
Brighter and better mix. Max 98.3 FM. WYMR.
It is time now for news. You're listening to WKVI AM/FM Knox.
WKVI AM/FM Knox. WKVI AM/FM Knox.
Now, from the all-new WKVI Digital Studios, working together for a better Kankakee Valley, this is K99.3 WKVI FM, Knox, Plymouth, Winamac, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting.
This is WKVI News and Information at 8, and I'm Ben Howe.
From the Kankakee Valley's only daily source of news and information, this is K99.3 WKVI FM, Knox, Plymouth, Winamac, a service of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting.
You are listening to Community Radio here at WVLP-LP 103.1 in Valparaiso, Indiana.
Your country, real country.
103.1
103.9 WXRD, Crown Point, Merrillville, and Valparaiso.
WXRD 103.9 Crown Point, Hebron, and East Chicago. X-Rock, the rock of the region.
X-Rock 103.9 WXRD, Crown Point, Griffith, and Chesterton. An Adams Radio Group station.
Indiana 105, WLJE Valparaiso Hammond Lake Station. An Adams Radio Group station.
Celebrating 50 years.
Indiana 105, WLJE Valparaiso Hammond Lake Station. An Adams Radio Group station.
WZVN, Lowell, Merrillville.
Indiana's best music, news, and traffic. WZVN, Lowell, Cedar Lake, Crown Point, St. John, Merrillville. 107.1 The Z, a Radio 1 communication station. 107.1 The Z, WZVN, Lowell, Dyer, East Chicago. An Adams Radio Group station.